Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with an FGO servant analysis video. I will be reacting to the newest servant that has been released, Ono no Komachi 5-star caster. Yes, as always I'll be reacting to her servant demonstration, her noble phantasm, skills, ascension arts, all these things, and see what this character can do, and how strong she is, all that stuff, and then give my opinion at the end. So yeah, let us begin then. And obviously this is the Valentine's 2025 JP servant. We've already seen a little bit of the like animation, a little bit of sneak peek of it, and now we'll actually see the the full thing. Okay, let us get started now. I will be linking down all the links to the video that I'll be reacting to in this reaction video. If you want to check the original video out, you can do so. And let us begin. So Ono no Komachi 7 demonstration first. Here we go. Okay, let's see her. Okay. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, she talks about like how everyone will wither by the end of it, like the sakura petals or something like that, she says. So okay, after this ends I'll check out who she is actually, like in history, who she is. Oh wait, that's autumn. Yeah, autumn wind. Those are... What the hell? Where did that come from? Oto-sama. Wait, that's her dad? Alright, so we have a Hokusai type of situation, I guess. I guess not, because technically Hokusai is the octopus and Oi is the servant. I don't think that's the case here, but yeah, that was nice. I really like the colorful. Damn. Enma. Wait, so okay. Okay, you know what? I like it. I like the animations. It's very simple, like not simple, but the colors are so beautiful. Whoa. What? Yeah, it looks really nice, her animations. It's just those like bursting colors and everything. I like it. What? Right, that was quite a few buffs. Damn, how much buffs? Okay. Okay, this is cute. Wait, did she just get evade by attacking? What? Yeah. Okay, so alright, interesting. Oh, this is her third or the second ascension? Oh, there's okay. It's a little bit of difference in the Noble Phantasm. Okay, okay, this Ascension is quite nice. I think this is the second Ascension, most probably. Okay. Oh, what? She's floating now? What the hell? In the first Ascension, she wasn't floating. Right. Like, there's a few things that she's saying that I'm not really sure what's happening. First and foremost, when she uses her extra attack, I'm guessing that's her dad, and you know, it kind of says something like Enma's glare. Right. Catch. Yeah, he's saying summon Enma's glare. That's what he's saying. Okay. Wow. I'm guessing she's an author, but I think she's reading a few haikus here and there. Oh, those are haikus, right? That she's reading. So I don't know. You know what? After this, I'll check who she is. Okay. I like how they didn't keep the NP completely same. This is a very subtle difference in the character model, you can see. Yeah, this is like her second Ascension character model. Wait, is that it? What about the third? Oh, is it locked or something? Or was this the third Ascension? Wait a minute. Oh no. Okay, it's locked, I'm guessing. Yeah, so that was the second Ascension. Okay, you know what? Right, so it's locked. Okay, so right, another character whose third Ascension is locked again. Okay, we're having these quite frequently nowadays. So I guess 1 week later I'll be back with the third Ascension. Okay, anyways, for now what we saw is that I really like her, you know, like attack animations, Noble Phantasm, all of them. First and foremost, it's very colorful. I really like the bright pink and, you know, like the other colors while she's using her attacks. It seems like she's summoning her father at the end in her extra attack. She's like, you know, calls her him Otosan, and that person who gets summoned is summoning something else, which he calls Enma's glare, and that was the extra attack. So, you know, like, I'm guessing all these are interconnected to her lore or whatever. I will check who she is. Let me just talk about the animations first. So yeah, overall I really like her animations. You know, it's very nice. The Noble Phantasm, there's a slight change in the character model in the second Noble Phantasm when using the second Ascension art, I think. Wait a minute, let me double check. I think so, because the first Ascension Noble Phantasm, as far as I can, yeah, it was different. The character model was how she looked like in the first Ascension, which I guess, like a lot of other Noble Phantasm also has, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But it looks more integrated into the Noble Phantasm because she's actually sitting down in the, like underneath the tree. So it looks more like she's like in the whole thing. Right. So that's that. Overall, yeah, I really like her, like, animations and everything else. It looks really pretty. Her animations have quite a few variety. There was one animation where we saw she kind of brings like the autumn wind or something. She, like she says. Then we have like the cherry blossoms, and like the extra attack is obviously that person who comes in, like, with the full armor, who I'm assuming that's her dad. And I think I said something like, oh, this is like the whole Hokusai situation, but I guess technically not, because a Hokusai situation is kind of a little bit different. Kashika Hokusai is the octopus, and that's his daughter, Oi. So I don't think that is the case, because she's literally calling the person who she's summoning Otosan. So I'm guessing that is the father, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's basically like a similar type of a thing, I think. Anyways, like I'll get to know that later when I check out who she is. Either way, I like it, and I'm looking forward to her third Ascension. The first Ascension and the second Ascension animations, I quite liked it. So I think the third Ascension I'll also very much like. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that whenever it'll come out, 1 week later probably. I'll react to it. I'll make a separate video for it. Okay, now that was Ono no Komachi. Now, like I said, I am going to check who she is. Ono no Komachi, like who in actual history, who she is. Oh, there you go. Ono no Komachi, Japanese waka poet. Oh, waka. Okay. Wait, what is it? What is waka? Is it like something like a type of poetry in classical Japanese literature? Okay, I thought she was reading haiku, but I guess not. That was my mistake. Okay, so she was renowned for her unusual beauty, and Komachi is today a synonym for feminine beauty in Japan. Ah, Komachi. Okay. She also counts among the 36 poetry immortals. Um, Interesting. So almost nothing is known of Komachi's life. Um, Almost nothing of Komachi's life is known for certain, save for the names of various men who she engaged in romantic affairs and whose poetry exchanges with her are preserved in Kokin Wakashu. She's probably born between 820 and 830, and she was the most active in composing poetry around the middle of the 9th century. Extensive study has gone into trying to ascertain her place of birth, her family, and so on, but without conclusive results. Okay, the Edo period scholar Arai Hakuseki advanced the theory that there was more than one woman named Komachi, and the legends about her referred to different people. Okay, the theory was later expanded to conjecture that there were 4 Komachis. What? Oh, that's interesting. It has been conjectured that she was a lady of the bedchamber in the service of Emperor Ninmyo, and when the latter died in 850, she started a relationship with other men. According to one tradition, she was born in what is now Akita Prefecture, daughter of Yoshisada, Lord of Deva. The no play Sotoba Komachi by Kanami describes her as a daughter of Ono no Yoshizane. Daughter of, okay, the governor of Deva. Her social status is also uncertain. She may have been a low-ranking consort, a lady in waiting for an emperor. Head note to a poem, Kokinshu implies she has some sort of connection to Funya no Yasuhide. Okay. Legends about Komachi. Komachi Densetsu, Komachi Setsuwa. That's what she was talking about in the end, during her Noble Phantasm. Komachi Densetsu, I think that's what she was saying, had developed as early as the 11th century. They were later used extensively by writers of no play. Stories about abound of Komachi in love. One of the legends about her is that she was a lover of Ariwa no Narihira, her contemporary poet and also a member of the Rokkasen. It was speculated that this legend may derive from the perhaps accidental placement of one of her poems next to the Nariharas. Another group of legends concerned her cruel treatment of her lovers, notably Fukakusa no Shosho, a high-ranking courtier. Komachi promised that if he visited her continuously for 100 nights, she would become her lover. He visited her every night regardless of the weather, but died on her 99th night. What? Oh my god. 99th night. Okay, that is a third type of legend tells of an aged Komachi forced to wander in ragged clothes, her beauty faded and her appearance so wretched that she is mocked all around her as punishment for early treatment of her mistreatment of her lovers. Yet another group of legends concern her death, her skull lying in a field where the wind blows through the skull's eye socket. The sound evokes Komachi's anguish. Right. Most of her work are about anxiety, solitude, and passionate love. But one of her poems, the latter one, appeared in Hyakuin issue, quoted below, were classified as either love or miscellaneous poems. She is the only female poet referred to in the Kana preface of the anthology. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of other stuff. Okay, yeah. So her legends are kind of like all over the place. As they said, like there was like apparently there are like four Komachis or something like that. Like so. Yeah, interesting. Right. I wonder, like, obviously, FGO doesn't really take the whole thing sometimes. They take a few of the legends and few of the things, mix it up a few with a few other stuff. That's what FGO does. So I wonder what type of tweaking they have done to her. Especially with with I think she like calls her father at the end. That part I think like is something that FGO probably improvised or something. I'm not really sure. And maybe or maybe they like merged her with some other legends, and like they do this. We've seen this, so I'm assuming there must be some kind of a twist to her character here, or something. Will like like in her actual uh, character in this game. Either way, so yeah, that was Onono Komachi. All right. Okay, so now that was that. Now I will be looking at her Ascension arts first. Obviously, two Ascension arts only now. I'll react to the other two when they come out. The first Ascension art is this one, and here you can see, yeah, she has the whole twirly, like like what do you call it? Like the glasses, the roundabout glasses where you cannot see her face. I've seen like animes used to do this. I don't see it nowadays. They don't really do it nowadays, but they used to make characters like this who have these twirly glasses, who whose obviously face we couldn't see through those glasses. But like later on, whenever they used to take out their glasses, like they would appear to be like one of the most beautiful characters in the whole series. That's what they used to do. I'm guessing that's also what they're trying to do here. Obviously, in the legend that we read that Komachi was supposed to be one like like an otherworldly beauty. So that's why I think that's why the glasses like this, they're trying to like create that type of thing, where when you take off the glasses you're like this amazingly beautiful person, that kind of thing. I'm not really sure, like maybe it's something like that. Either way, yeah, I have to say her Ascension art is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Like, look at the background. The background is just so detailed. Like, I don't think I've seen this detailed of a background before. Maybe a few other like characters, but this is like something really beautiful. Like, you can see at the background there's like sakura petals, and I don't know what name is the other plant, but there's some other flowers, there. And obviously she herself, very colorful, pink, purple. It makes like, I don't know, like pink, purple, blue. The color combination is so nice. It looks so beautiful, like the little umbrella, like the pink, then purple, and then blue. And then her dress as well, like purple, pink. Yeah, looks very beautiful. Her hair is filled with, I think, like little hair ornaments, like which are like sakura petaled. And I think I said this in the previous video where I looked at her character. The lower part of her is very interesting. It seems like it's like open, like talismans are coming out of her. Like, I'm not sure what's that about. Is that like a design choice, or is there some like actual reason behind her? Like bottom part of her dress to be like that. Either way, it looks really good. And her hair is like braided and a roundabout. Yeah, really good Ascension art, really beautiful Ascension art. I really like it. All right, now the next one is this one, and here you can see quite a few things have changed. First and foremost, the parasol is now floating, it seems, on top of her head with the thing, those like things, I'm not sure what you call them, those things that were like covering her. You can actually see her face here. The glasses, the twirly glasses have changed, and I'm not really sure, but I think one of her eyes is a little bit different, or is that just me? You know what? I let me just check this. In her noble phantasm, I think we can see her eyes properly. You know, the second noble phantasm, because I think one of her eyes. No, you cannot really properly see it, but one of her eyes here looks a bit different. Maybe that's just the lighting, or you know, something else. I'm not really sure. Either way, she kind of looks like an angel here. You know, with the you know, like the over what do you call it? Like the big sleeves, and you know, like the yeah, it looks really beautiful. Like she's like a little angel, it seems like. And yeah, and you can see the lower part of her, you know, dress. Again, it's like talismans, like covering her. It's very interesting. I'm guessing it's something to do with her story in the game, I'm assuming. But yeah, this one is also very pretty. I really like it, and yeah. There you go. That is the second ascension. And obviously no third or fourth ascension. I guess we will get that 1 week later. Right, so that was her 2 ascension arts. Now let me look at her skills. Okay, before I look at her skills, let me look at her how many attacks she have. Okay, so she has 3 quick card, 1 arts card, 1 buster card. Buster card has 3 hits, arts card have 3 hits, quick card has 4 hits, extra card has 5 hits, while her noble phantasm has 6 hits. Good, that's quite a bit. Okay, that'll help, you know, charge up a little bit. Right, now let me go to her skills. Ono no Komachi, Legend of Komachi, that's skill number 1. Elegant Beauty A. Increase quick card effectiveness 10 to 20%, 3 turns. Ask card 10 to 20%, 3 turns. Buster card effectiveness 10 to 20%, 3 turns. And apply a state where NP gauge is increased by 10% when dealing quick card attacks for 3 turns, and a state where evade is applied 1 time 1 turn when dealing arts card attack 3 turns, and a state where sure hit is applied 1 turn before dealing buster card damage for yourself. What the hell? Hey! Yeah, we're getting these in. That is ridiculous. What? Okay. Wow, this is one busted skill, right? Like, I feel like this is kind of crazy. Like, you remember the days when you could only, like, you know, get evade with like 1 skill, like only 1 evade for 1 turn and 6 turn cooldown. And you know, back in the days, like when Skadi got her noble phantasm, where it provides party-wide evade, every, like, you know, at least I was like, damn, this is so cool, like party, like, you know, evade. And now this is what is going on. We're getting evade by just attacking. That is wild. Not only evade, they're also giving us sure hit. Like, yeah, I know, if sure hit is a bit, you know, like, yeah, it only works against evade. Invincible, if you have invincibility on, it's not going to work. Still, it's better than nothing, at least. That is really good. I think this skill is really, really good. Like, wow. Not only does it increase NP gauge, wait, I just read, didn't I? Okay, you know what? It makes sense why they made 3 quick cards, 1 arts card and 1 buster card. You know, the RNG might, like, if you're doing solo, then that's different, I guess. You know, you're for 3 turns you're constantly getting 1 evade. Oh wait, another thing. Oh, 1 time 1 turn. Okay, so yeah, that makes it a little less busted. If it was 1 turn, then that would have been crazy. So yeah, if she gets hit once, the evade is gone. Still, you know, if you're playing solo, like with her only, then every single turn for 3 turns, you will be able to get 1 evade for 1 attack. Yeah. Same with sure hit, if you click it. And if you use quick, then I guess, you know, every single turn you're getting like 10% extra NP gauge increase. The skill in itself has a minimum cooldown of 6, maximum cooldown of 8. So that means pop the skill, 3 attacks you will be safe from, unless the other enemy has a pierce invincibility or sure hit, that, and then for 3 turns you'll get hit again, and then again you can just use this. I think that's a really good skill, yeah. And this is just the beginning. This is only the first skill, and on top of that it gives like arts, quick and buster card effectiveness. That's crazy. Wow. All right, the next skill, which is called Love Poem EX, reduce skill cooldown by 1. Right, reduce skill cooldown by 1 and increase critical star gather rate 3000 to 5000% 1 turn for 1 ally, plus increase NP gauge 30 to 50% for yourself. Damn. Okay, the cooldown here is a little bit higher, a little bit. Minimum cooldown 7, maximum cooldown 8. By 1 turn, it's but this reduces skill cooldown by 1. So okay, not only that, it gives you a 50% increase in NP gauge. Critical star gather rate as well, it increases. A good skill, quite a good skill. The third skill is Daughter of Takamura, B+. Increase NP strength by 20 to 30%. Wow, for 3 turns. 3 turns. And okay, and apply special attack Undead. 30 to 50%, 3 turns. Apply special attack Evil. 30 to 50%, 3 turns. And special attack Shadow Servant. 30 to 50% for 3 turns for yourself. Interesting. So cooldown, minimum cooldown 6, maximum cooldown 8. Okay, so let's check a Noble Phantasm now. Maybe there will be something related to the third skill, because there's a few parameters in the third skill that needs to be fulfilled for you to deal extra damage. The Noble Phantasm is called Legend of Komachi, the Ephemeral Beauty, B++. Increase NP strength. Oh wow, again. So the third skill increases NP strength. This also increases NP strength. Overcharge 20 to 60%, 1 turn for yourself, and deal damage, Noble Phantasm 600 to 1000%, and inflict curse 2000 HP 5 turns, and decrease HP recovery amount 30% by 5 turns, and apply a state where 1 buff is removed each turn for 5 turns, and 60% chance to inflict death to all enemies. What? Okay, right. So apply a state where 1 buff is removed each turn for 5 turns. So every turn the enemy is just going to lose 1 buff, and it's for 5 turns. Will this stack? If this stacks, then that'll be insane, I feel like. By stacking, what I mean is like when you use 1 buff, when you use the Noble Phantasm for the first time, it's going to take out 1 buff each turn, and then if you're able to use the Noble Phantasm again the next turn, will that mean that 2 buffs will go? Because it's stacking. If it stacks, then that is what it should mean, right? Then if in the third turn you can use another Noble Phantasm, will it be taking out 3 buffs each turn? I wonder. Okay, interesting. So I guess we have to use her like she will be very useful against undead enemies, evil enemies, and shadow servants. I guess she'll be the most useful against undead enemies because no, undead, evil, and shadow servants. Okay, because of the third skill, it increases your damage by like 50% for 3 turns. Okay, all right. Let's look at our passives. Item construction D, increase debuff success rate by 4% for yourself. Territory creation A, increase arts card effectiveness by 10% for yourself. Apply damage plus, there's a question mark here. Apply damage plus 2 to 5 and death immune to yourself. Oh, so you're just immune to death. Okay. Append 3, increase attack against caster enemies. Okay. Wow. Okay, I think she's really good, right? Her first skill was really good. with the not only does it gives you like extra damage, it gives you like, from what you want, you can use those cards. Like if you want like an invade, you have to use like arts card, I think, yeah, something like that. And yeah, and if you want like a sure hit, then buster card. And if you just want plain NP gauge increase, then use the quick cards. So yeah, the second skill, it reduces cooldown and increases NP gauge. The cooldown is a little bit higher, but I guess that's fine. 50% increasing NP gauge. The third skill is a bit different. It just, if you're fighting against enemies who don't have the parameters like, traits like undead and all that, then what it does is plainly increase NP damage by 30%. But if you're fighting these enemies, then that's way better, because you'll be dealing 50% extra damage for 3 turns. And if you can pop the Noble Phantasm immediately after this one, the Noble Phantasm in itself, based on the overcharge, increases your NP strength. Like at the max overcharge, I guess the 60% extra like damage, you know. So, and then the whole buff thing, like, I'm not sure if the buff removal thing stacks. If it stacks and you can loop her, then that's even better. Like, your enemies will be losing buffs like crazy. So basically take her to a fight where the enemy is very pesky and annoying buffs are like, he puts annoying buffs on himself. So I'm assuming, like another thing, if you think about it, so these buffs, this will also take care of like annoying like invincibility and other stuff. Okay, that is, you know what? She can actually be very good if used properly in proper situations. Again, if you can stack the buff removal, that is huge. Like, so since the buff removal stays for 5 turns, that means you can continue this. Like if you're able to loop every single turn, I don't know how that is possible, but somehow if you're able to, then that means at the 4th turn you're literally taking out 4 buffs at the same time, or like at the 5th turn like 5 buffs. And yeah, then that's like, that then that's going to, like, yeah, like, but obviously I doubt you'll be able to loop every single turn. Still, if you can stack it, like taking out 2 or 3 buffs every turn is huge. So yeah, obviously against enemies who don't really use that many buffs and they just plain attack you, that's different. She won't be of much use in that situation. But like we know, like, boss characters nowadays are just so annoying with their buffs. And now if the buff is like permanent, then that's different, I guess. You cannot really do anything. Like there's a few buffs that are permanent on the enemies, but if it's like temporary buffs, with a few turn here and there, she'll be very good. Like those pesky annoying, like, enemies that just keep buffing themselves. And like, oh wow, like for example, we literally fought in Lost Bun 7, at Tezcatlipoca, where he was like, like he had like invincibility or something. And obviously we had to use either Taira no Kagekyo to take out the buff to attack, or or something else. In those type of situations, if you can stack her thing, she can easily take out the buffs. It doesn't matter. So it'll be very helpful. And not only him, a lot of other characters, I feel like, yeah. And she can deal huge amount of NP damage, I think, against the correct enemies, because the third skill, it increases NP damage if your enemy has a certain trait like Shadow Servant, Undead, or Evil. Then they'll get 50% more damage. On top of it, the NP itself increases the NP damage by 20 to 60% based on the overcharge. So you're literally getting at least like how much? Like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Almost like 140% extra damage if you pop the third skill and then use the Noble Phantasm. And then obviously if you include the quick card effectiveness increase, then that even increases more. And then on top of that, if you put Skadi in your team, so I feel like she can deal crazy amount of damage. Her Noble Phantasm hits 6 times, so I think you can get quite a bit of refund from that as well. So maybe it is easier to loop her. I think it might be. Yeah, so overall I think she's really good. Right, that's just what I think. Let me know. Yeah. All right, so there you go. That was Ono no Komachi. Now yeah, I really like her. You know, like her character design, everything, her skills and everything. It looks really nice. I'm looking forward to when the third Ascension is released. You know, I'm going to make another video then, another follow-up video then, reacting to her third Ascension. But for now, yeah, I really like her. She looks like a solid character. Okay, and that is it, guys. I'll end the video here. Before I end it, as always, the question that I answer every single time: will I be pulling for her 2 years later in NA? It'll depend. I do kind of want to pull for her 2 years later. If I have enough to spare, I might actually. Because like I said, I really like her character design, and you know, like the glasses, you know, the beautiful pink, violet, and you know, like blue color, you know, in her Ascension arts. Now I don't know what type of third Ascension she'll have, but I'm hoping that it's even more beautiful than this. I don't know how that is possible, but I really like her. You know, her character design and everything is so beautiful. And you know, sure, her skills and everything looks really good as well. So I might actually pull for her 2 years later in NA. Again, it'll depend on the amount of SQs I have. But for now, I really want to pull her. So yeah, that's what I think. Okay, so that is it. That was my reaction to Ono no Komachi. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe. If you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys a week later when, you know, her third Ascension is and fourth Ascension is released. I'll make follow-up video to this. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.